Your success depends, of course, on the capital you have, the skills you have, or some external conditions and circumstances. But mainly, our success depends on our mindset. What is very important to understand is that sometimes our mindset is not tuned into the success wavelength. And there we have to focus on what are the mindset blocks that are blocking and actually are sabotaging our success. Let's see some of those mindset blocks that most of the time, the moments that we start realizing them, we make them out of being invisible enemies into visible enemies, so we are able to deal with them either by conceptualizing new ideas, by doing different behaviors, or by asking some experts to help us change our mindset and take out all these blocks in order to proceed with the good pace of success that we actually are worthy of. One of the usual mindset blocks is impostor syndrome. We all know about it, we've heard about it, we've read about it, people talk a lot about it, especially right now, lately. It's what actually happens there in the impostor syndromes is that a person believes that what they know, actually everybody else knows, and what they do know, it's not that much. It's not of a value since they believe that everybody does, everybody knows them. So where is my added value to the success? Where is my added value to do this business or to create this service, this product, or whatever? So actually you believe that what you know, everybody does. Thus, you know nothing. You know nothing of the new. You don't provide any new information. And when you claim that, for example, you are a doctor, or when you claim that you are a chemist, or when you claim that you are a lawyer, or when you claim that you understand finances and you study finances, deep inside you, actually you believe that you know nothing of those things. That the moment you start working on this domain because somebody hired you or somebody is asking your educated advice, they will understand that actually you know nothing of the sort, or that you don't know something more than they do, and then you will be exposed, you will be revealed and probably ridiculed. Imposter syndrome actually makes you feel completely reluctant or even debilitated. You don't want to move on. You don't even want to apply for a job, or you don't even want to make a plan for your own business or create your own product. A very similar situation, close to that, is the blockage of comparison. You start comparing yourself with others. Most of the time, you start comparing yourself with people already successful in the domain that you want to start working also. And most of the times you just check, for example, a very successful business person with the most fantastic business shop, clothing production. You want to produce your own line of skirts, handmade skirts, and you start comparing yourself with other people that they already work in this domain for many years or the last 5 years, and you start comparing their results with your own results. And you start feeling unworthy, insufficient, and you start to completely demotivate yourself. This is a blockage. We don't need to compare ourselves. It's really, really important to get inspired by other people's actions, by other people's movements or choices, or what they did, how they proceeded into the industry and the market. But it's really, really important to take only those specific chunks of information from other people's activity that they are really helpful for us. What was the best software, financial software or email software that people used? Let's take it. Not how many people they managed to have in their news list, their newsletter list, their email list. Why do they have more views in YouTube or many more people, followers on Instagram than I do? Don't follow this path of comparison because it's completely demotivating. Each person is completely different from the other. You have your powers, they have their powers. You have your strengths, they have their strength, and you actually follow totally different pathways because what you do it's something that covers your own needs and not somebody else's needs. So you follow your own track, you follow your own pathway. You take the inspiration, but prevent yourself from the completely demotivating and disorganizing comparison. Another thing is that people get to be perfectionists. So imposter syndrome, comparison, and perfectionism are almost three things that they are very, very interrelated. Perfectionist means, oh, I will not be able to perform in this service or produce this product unless it is super flawless and it is the perfect product or service and the best one ever somebody else presented. You will never learn from being a perfectionist. You will never dare do things if you are a perfectionist. You just need to start from scratch right now. I start little by little. You have your beta version of things, you create your beta versions, you learn from them. You see so many big industries that they have started a lot of beta versions and how much things they've learned from their own beta versions. See Google, see Microsoft, they had a lot of beta version launches and so many other softwares, for example, because from things that they're not perfect, they started learning a lot of information about their product, how people correspond with that, how you need to make it better, in which ways. And sometimes you don't have the precise idea of the ways. It is the community that's going to inform you for the how. It is the clients and the customers that they're going to tell you how they want it to be perfectuated or even better, or find and add something new to that. So perfectionism is not going to help you, because also it deprives you from the very basic aspect of expertise and experience, and you get those things through failure or being less of a perfectionist. So perfectionism is not good. Just start working with your idea now, and little by little let it go out and see what is the feedback you're going to receive. Another thing is that sometimes a mindset blocking that's very, very important sometimes is that we are afraid of doing what we want because we are so much dependent on others' approval. And by others' approval, I also mean and insinuate others' judgment. And that's about bad criticism, or that's about approval. And sometimes in our minds, when we have others' approval, the fundamental thing that a lot of people think and imagine is especially the people that they do care about. All of the industry is actually into one person's, it is developed into one person. For example, if you have one industry, what you have into your mind is actually probably the approval of your mother, your father, your family, your neighborhood, and you need their approval. Sometimes you don't proceed to new actions, to apparent from the others daring actions, for example, quitting a very stable job to create your own business, because in your mind you believe mom and dad won't approve that, or my friends will not approve this, or I will not be accepted by my community because I'm doing that. And this is a major mindset blocking, and it really affects a lot of people. I have seen it in many of my clients, and I have seen them torturing themselves before taking the decision to work with their own ideas, wonderful ideas, simply because they are stuck into what other people might say of me, and I hope that I will have their approval. Another thing is that you probably ignore your superpowers. There are people that I've worked with people that they had a lot of superpowers and they were saying, I don't know what to do with this or that. For example, I've worked once with a chef, and that chef was afraid that she didn't have 100 recipes. Somebody asked her to have 100 recipes, easy recipes, to publish in a new book, because her restaurant was asking her to do that. And she was afraid of doing so because she said that I'm not good at writing, I'm not good at working with things. And when I asked her, how about telling me a few recipes that you can cook them very fast For example, I can cook them since I'm not a chef very fast in my home. And actually, can you tell me at least 2 or 3 of those recipes? And in 5 minutes, she just told me almost 50 different recipes. And then she realized that she had that fantastic superpower. You have a lot of superpowers, use them. And we believe that other people have the same superpowers. It reminds a little bit of imposter syndrome, but actually here we completely disregard our capacity, although that we use it on a daily basis, and we actually invest in this capacity, this superpower. So check with your superpowers, create an accountability check for yourself, use your success coach or your mentor, discuss with them what are your superpowers and find thoroughly what are the superpowers that you have, because these are the foundations of your business boost or your careers boost, and you are going to need them, and you are not going to need to promote them and market them and show them to the industry, to show them to the people, the market. Another thing is that sometimes we have money mindset traumas, usually from our early childhood, how we were grown up, what we were hearing into our families about money. Money, do you earn money easily? Is it difficult to earn money? Do you have money every single day of the month? Or there are days that they are difficult and there are days that they are so easy. So sometimes we're afraid to use the money, and we're afraid to demand money. We're afraid to ask of money because we have inherited money mindset traumas, and we need to deal with them. Okay, and that's the work you can do with your coach or with your therapist. And another thing is that we tend sometimes to self-sabotage ourselves because we suffer from past wounds from our childhood, wounds from our early adulthood, or from events that have happened and they have completely changed our daily routine. For example, a sudden death in the family, or a big illness, or whatever. So those mind blockages, like these traumas, you need to deal with them. If you are very fearful because you're afraid of the dark, because people in your family were not helping you deal with your dark fear when you were a child, and actually this makes you frightened, and when the night comes, you're not able to work or you're not able to go out, you need to deal with that. And you can do that through your therapist or with a success coach, and you need to help yourself. So keep in mind that there are a lot of self-sabotaging ideas. You need to discuss them with an expert in order to spot the exact one that occurs into your own activity, and just know how to deal with it and take it out. So the moment I've seen a lot of people, the moment they just realize their mindset blocking, and the moment they just start dealing with them, the decision making they're doing becomes the most proper one to start creating the positive results they want for their goal setting. And this is very important, and of course this is very encouraging. It's all about the mindset. Don't ignore it. Acknowledge its superpower and try to see how your own mindset helps you or prevents you from achieving your own success. Always remember to have your own success coach, because they will help you and they will guide you into keeping, maintaining, and increasing the positive thinking and the positive mindset and the way it works with all the ingredients and the features a positive mindset, a creative mindset contains. So always think about this success coach for helping you, and you can always claim your free coaching session with me instantly right now. Click below to the link and find out which is the time slot for your own coaching session, and protect your own mindset, because it's a foundation for your own goals success.